All right. Good morning, cyber traders, and happy Tuesday, everyone. Good to see you. Morning. Good morning, Lawrence, Michael, Lynn, Anthony. Good to see you, Grant, Lita. Welcome back, everyone, for the only a couple of more days until the end of the month to get a nice little pop in this VSEE. What a nice little run. Cheap stock up 300%. I mean, we're going to check some orders out there, plus some big news that did come out with PayPal. A couple of bad news on some earnings. We'll talk a little about that. But before we get started out, obviously, I want to kind of make a couple of announcements. Today is phase 3 of our classes. So we're going to be doing some live trading. So we did send out that email. There's the link right there in the trading floor. So please, everyone, if you're going to be there, we'll be starting at 9:35. So we're going to be trading live. Make sure you get your trading hats on. And it's going to hopefully be a really exciting one, especially with all the earnings announcements that come out. Especially for tomorrow, But regarding what we traded yesterday, a couple of very, very interesting stocks. Oh, let me just bring up the earnings announcements so you guys could see it here really quick. So here's all the earnings that are coming out. So we had PayPal. They actually made a big announcement. We're going to check that out, and the stock is running pretty well. But you had UPS, what really took a big hit. We're going to check out Royal Caribbean this afternoon. Nothing really stands out. It's really Wednesday and Thursdays are the real big days. Okay. You got Boeing, you got Verizon, you got SA, you got what else you got here? Carvana. You have Google, Microsoft, Meta. And then Thursday, you got Eli Lilly, Amazon, Coinbase, Apple, a lot of Reddit, a lot of big companies that are going to be focused. So it should hopefully be a really fun, it's going to be a fun day, hopefully, in the next 2 days. But what we traded on Monday, let's just go over that watch list really quick, and then we'll go through this morning because we had a couple of stocks that did move pretty well. Let me just move some over here so I get my watch list that we traded yesterday. So here's some of the stocks that we did make some nice move. We had Tesla made a really nice move yesterday. So Tesla moved pretty well. AMD moved well. NVIDIA moved pretty well. All the brand name stocks actually did pretty well. I know that President Trump is right now going to China. He's going to be talking a lot about the mineral stocks, the precious minerals that we're looking at, and see what China is going to do. And it's not about just buying the minerals. It's about the processing of them. They obviously have a huge monopoly on it. So we'll see how he plays that card with them a little bit. Plus, he's just signing deals left and right. And I think the stock market obviously really, really likes it. I did post a video also on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube and X. I talked a little bit about Amazon too. So Amazon's got earnings, AMZN. I don't know if anyone had the opportunity to watch that video. You should be subscribing to the channel. Make sure you get those alerts. But I did talk about that Amazon is laying off a shitload of people. Rumor has it what they want to do is obviously they're getting into the automatic robot business. They're even getting rid of corporate America. AI is obviously replacing a lot of jobs, which you probably could see. Now, that is terrible for the workforce. That's not going to look too good. But what that is going to do, it helps their bottom line. Listen, you might like it, but you might not. You might like it, you might not. This is why we're in the trading business. But at the end of the day, some of these people do make a lot of money. But corporate America, listen, when it comes to saving money, what is your biggest expense? Employees. Why are they expensive? Well, you can get sued. Okay, you got to buy insurance. You got to buy medical insurance. They get sick. I could tell you all the good things about it, but there's a lot of bad things about it. Some of you guys have been affected by it. So, Amazon, once again, they're just trying to save. They're just trying to be more efficient, more profitable, So, once again, you get those deliveries at your house. You know what? They're going to be having drones drop them in faster, beating traffic, not worrying about accidents, all that stuff. Believe me, that stuff all comes into fruition. So keep an eye on the Amazon trade. I really want to focus on that $240 price range and see what happens with the earnings announcements on it. So if you get a chance, make sure you watch that video. So Amazon's going to be a really big one. Let me put it on our watch list, AMZN. All right. So other stocks that we traded, like I said, we had the Tesla, we had an NVDA. And NVIDIA is obviously getting close to that all-time highs. Remember, NVIDIA did do a 10-for-1 stock split. So this stock is technically trading close to $2,000. It's getting back to that big resistance. I know some of us are doing really well on it. Remember, you don't have to buy NVIDIA to be a NVIDIA. You could always trade the ETFs. You had NVDL. You had the high yields. There are tons and tons of other stocks you can trade. Those are all doing pretty well right there. There you go. Josh is just posting it in there. NVDX, NVDL. There's so many of them out there. So I had those also on the watch list. So not only they were good day trades, they were great swing trades. AMD, another stock. You know what? We saw a beautiful Fausto flag right here. Stock finally broke out, making new highs. AMD's doing really well. All right. You know, I know they just signed a huge deal. Qualcomm also being a very big competitor going after NVIDIA business. Qualcomm did great yesterday. It's backing off a little bit today, but you know, they came out with their own little chip and they're doing pretty well on it. So this fight, this war going on for AI chips, you know, and then also, you know, supporting these chips and then obviously getting the minerals to kind of make those chips. That's been a very hot market, you know. So keep a close eye on it. Hopefully some of you are enjoying it. What else that we had that did pretty well? There was a couple of stocks that we traded that also had really nothing to do with it. We had this CODX. That was a nice little cheap stock. That one did really nice. ASTS also did really well. It's still looking pretty nicely after taking a very big hit, you know, from that 100, dropped down to almost down to 60-ish. Coming back a little bit yesterday, holding strong right here again. We'll put ASTS on it, on the watch list. These are all brand name stocks. GSIT was also another very nice, inexpensive stock that we liked yesterday. What else we had? The LUNM. That one is looking pretty strong, still constantly going up. That one's going back on the watch list. You see how this is how day trades turn into swing trades. So now we got a short-term swing trade on that. Riot doing pretty well too. Why I keep touching there we go. What am I doing? I keep my fingers type too fast. All right, OT. There we go. Riot also making all-time highs, making a nice little push right there. You know, put that on our watch list. Been a really good swing trade. We really haven't jumped on it too much lately, but it's obviously testing 52-week highs. That one's looking pretty nicely. IRBT. That one was a really nice short, and the UAMY. That one also was a really nice short. All right, so that's what you guys missed yesterday. We're not the end of the world. There's always new stocks out there. We're going to check them out. So CONY did want the weekly dividend also. Okay. Oh, it did. Okay. Wow, it's pretty crazy. They're all going weeklies, right? CONY did a weekly dividend. Now, once again, be very careful on these high dividend plays because, you know, most of them do pay about $200 a week. So to make the $1,000 on 1,000 shares, just do the math. You got, you know, in 1 month, if it drops down $1 and you make, you know, 800, you're still losing. So you got to own them at a really good price. CONY is obviously with really big support levels right here at this price right around 610. So if you got in there right around there, you did pretty well on that stock. And you, like you said, then you get a weekly. You got to own them at a good price. All right. So as of right now, a lot of them got crushed. They're really holding at these price levels. So they're looking pretty good. All right. So let's go over some of the watch lists. There's some pretty nice little stocks moving here. We have this stock right here, the VC. Here on level 4. Let me just show you what we got going on over here. Stock, a lot of action going on right here. It just took off. Don't really see any orders anywhere. It's really weird. I've never really seen anything. Very rarely I see this heat map looking like this, but put this on the B list. This looks like it's a big move, but I don't know. The levels don't look like too crazy. This stock, I don't know what the story with this is. I don't know if it's a reverse stock split or something, but that really makes no sense why it came up there. We had this one here, FRGT. It's kind of flat. You know, it had a big pop up. It was a big move yesterday. It probably was earnings, and it's it's got a lot of support levels here from yesterday, right around here. So it looks pretty good, right around the $1.70. FRGT. Let me go check over here on level 4, see what we got going on there. FRGT. Let's see where the right of the chart tells us what we got. I'm not really seeing any orders out there. Nothing great. Couple of orders here at 220, 210. No one really on the bid side. So another one I'm going to put on the B list. UMAT, not really going anywhere. NBTX, not really going anywhere. I don't like the spread. No good volume on that one. It's not gapped up a little bit, but not sold on this one either. Earnings announcement on this stock, but came crashing down. This is the actually ETF on PayPal. So PayPal, let's just bring that one up here. So PayPal, a lot of support levels here at 76. I mean, it came out with some good news. And let me just bring up PayPal because right here you could see it. Put a little bit bigger for you. So you can see there's a lot of orders here around 76 and 75. So it took some big buyers out here at 80, 78. I know we just posted a news up there, right? We have the news right there on that one right there. Yeah, I think we just posted the news on PayPal. What was the news on it? PayPal. Where do we have it, right? Did we have the news on PayPal? That we had somewhere. We'll post up again. Oh, there it is right there. Shares trading higher after announcing a deal with OpenAI. That's what it was. That's what I read this morning. It's become the first wallet for ChatGPT. It'll release better than expected earnings right there on that stock. So I'm going to just post that in there for everyone here on YouTube so you guys can read that also. All right, so we got that stock. We're going to put PayPal on the watch list. PAPL. And remember, there are ETFs out there on the stock too. You don't have to trade them. You could always trade this one right here, a lot cheaper. PYPG. All right. Seems like they're constantly coming out with ETFs, making things less expensive, a little bit more volatile, make things cost effective. They're running out of companies to bring public, so now they're just bringing ETFs out there. It's incredible how many there are out there. This one, another one, a nice little trend, but came crashing down. Not sold on that one. This one, I like the swing trade on this stock. This stock also, another AI stock, been moving up really nicely. Looks more of a swing trade than more of a day trade. DVLT. So be careful that one too, as in trying to day trade it. That pretty much does it there on the gainers, losers. Didn't see anything that really jumped out on the losers list. There's ASST. That was one that we had fun the last couple of days. Now it's starting to come back down. So that party is gone. Does have some support levels here around $1.40, but, very, very difficult stock. We tried to trade it yesterday, to try to day trade. It didn't really cooperate. So we kind of scrapped that out immediately. Remember, no trend, no friend. All right. New York Stock Exchange. You got CCJ that's moving up really nicely, but expensive, CLS, this one, expensive. What is this, Wayfair? Wayfair, wow, Wayfair is doing pretty well. Wow, Wayfair in April was down to all the way down to $23. See, there was some, it's crazy that there were a lot of other stocks out there that you could have found that were better stocks to trade than the Fabulous Seven. So Wayfair, but it's expensive. UPS came out earnings this morning. Looks like they did better than expected earnings. So that one's up. But once again, kind of flat. Maybe we'll see what happens when it opens up. Losers, Boyle's taking a hit right there. What else we had? Oh, there's Royal Caribbean. So Royal Caribbean taking a little bit of a hit right there also. But we're not going to trade Royal Caribbean, but there are the other cruise stocks out there like Carnival and Norwegian. EDU taking a big hit too. That pretty much does it. Nail. All right. So we got a pretty decent list right here. Pretty big. All right. So let's get ready for the market to open up. We got about less than 15 minutes to get ready. Let's get so for some of you, you got Josh and Rich going to be working the cyber floor, trading floor with you. I will be joining the rest of you in class. So there's the link right there if you're a student to get in. If you can't get in there and if you're locked out, call your office. talk to Education Advisor, and they'll tell you how to get in there. In the meantime, we'll see everyone back here at in about 15 minutes. Don't go anywhere. And if you're watching on social media, if you want to come join the trading floor here at Cyber Trade University, here's a little hype. Here's basically, oops, wrong one. Take your phone, scan your QR code right there, and you'll be able to come and join us in the free workshop. All right, guys, good luck, everybody. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.